Good evening, everyone. It's the racing blogger here at Cheltenham. We've got an empty Prestbury Park in behind. All the crowds have gone home, and it's been a cracking day with some cracking performances. Thistlecrack got beat by many clouds, a fallen warrior here on the turf. God bless his soul. He will be sorely missed. But let's spin through a few of the races in race card order. In the 12 o'clock, we had Deafy the Soul for Philip Hobbs, a Triumph hurdle contender. He put up another cracking display. All roads now surely lead to the Triumph hurdle, where he's going to take some beating. It was a cracking performance. You know, Philip Hobbs' horse, Deafy the Soul, is definitely one to beat at the Cheltenham Festival. Royal Vacation won the next race for Colin Tizard, an emphatic winner at Kempton, where Mike Bite fell at the last when 15 lengths clear for Nicky Henderson. A lot of people thought he had too much on his plate today, but he delivered in brilliant style for Colin Tizard yet again. That's Royal Vacation who won the second at 14-1. The third race here on the card today was a 2.5 mile handicap chase. Nigel Twiston Davis' horse Foxtail Hill ran them ragged from the front under Jamie Balgary in what was a race-winning ride. He got away coming down the hill, and Sapphire Daru could never catch him in the end. I think Sapphire's one to follow for the rest of the year. Off a marker 153, he has to win one of these big handicaps sooner rather than later. But Foxtail Hill got a well-deserved win under a cracking ride from Jamie Balgary. The big race of the day, the 2 miler, went to Underso as expected for Willie Mullins. The Willie Mullins show continues. Uxalandanda, he ran a cracker on his comeback to finish second, stayed on gamely, and he's going to be a force to reckon with throughout the latter parts of the season. UDS, it was a good performance. He does what he does. He's a 165 horse. I think he heads to the Ryanair chase now, and he's sure to put up a good show. I think that's 3 out of 3 or 3 out of 4 here at the Cheltenham course. So he loves the place, and soft ground will always suit this horse well. The fifth race on the card is a race where unfortunately we lost Many Clouds, who went out with a bang. He beat Thistlecrack in what was effectively his last ever performance on a racecourse. Thoughts are with Connections, God bless his soul. He was an absolute hero of the turf, a Grand National winner. Many Clouds, I hope you're up in the skies tonight, shining bright. As for Thistlecrack, he's going to have to buck up his jumping. He makes an unusual shape over fences, and that caught him out today. His first time over 3 miles 2 furlongs. The question is, does he stay effectively on soft ground here at Prestbury Park? And can he get away with that performance coming back over the Gold Cup trip at Cheltenham? Now, my personal thing with Thistlecrack is he's too exuberant during his races. He's going to have to really kind of slow down a little bit and just kind of find things a little bit easier in his stride. But I think he's a horse who still has all the potential in the world. But today it was Many Clouds' day. God bless Many Clouds. Oliver Sherwood, thoughts are with Connections. The seventh race, a 2.5 mile novice hurdle of Grade 2 runners, was a cracking performance from Holston, who pretty much sat up with the pace all the way for Nigel Twiston Davis, kicked on and went about his business. He's a very solid horse and a progressive novice who's sure to run a big race at the Cheltenham Festival. A great mention has to go to Team Fergal O'Brien's Poetic Rhythm, who ran a blinder. He made a mistake 3 out, and to keep on battling and grinding from that mistake and stay on all the way to finish third, I thought was a cracking run. This horse is going to be one hell of a 2.5 mile, 3 mile chaser next year. Look out for Poetic Rhythm for Team Fergal O'Brien, one of the best up-and-coming trainers in the country. Well, it's becoming a bit of a 1-1-1-1-1 situation. You know what I mean, Harry keeps on delivering. He keeps on pulling it out of the bag, and he keeps on doing what champions win, and that's winning. People are trying to find a reason for him to get beat. Well, Harry, you don't know how to get beat. It was another brilliant performance here today at Cheltenham. All roads lead to the Stayers Hurdle, or the World Hurdle, whatever it's called. You know what I mean, Harry is going to take all the beating. Harry Fry has done a remarkable job with this horse to improve him from a 123 handicapper up to a 167 rated horse. An absolutely phenomenal training performance, and I don't think we've seen the best of this horse yet. I don't think he liked the ground today. It was very dead, it was very tacky. You know what I mean, Harry is a force to be reckoned with. The final race of the day was a 2 mile handicap hurdle, and I saw Alan King in the owner's bar just before William Bonney won. That must have been a good omen. He put up a good, strong, battling performance to lead all the way and hang on towards the line. William Bonney won the last for Alan King. I have to be honest, my highlight of the day has to go to Many Clouds. You know, it looked like Thistlecrack was going to win 2 out. Jumping the last, it still looked like Thistlecrack was going to win. But Many Clouds showed so much heart, guts and determination to, in the end, crush Thistlecrack's heart and stick his neck out and win. He was a true warrior, a true hero of the turf. Many clouds will be missed thoroughly in the racing industry. And I was standing outside the owner's enclosure, you know, when the news was announced. I saw Nicky Henderson there and a few of the other trainers, and there were a lot of tears shed. Trainer Oliver Sherwood was also there, and there were loads of hugs and condolences, and you could see the racing community, you know, really showing their heartfelt warmth towards Oliver Sherwood, Trevor Hemmings, and whoever was in that group at the same time. You know, it really brought that warmth out of people. Racing's a very close sport, it's a very intimate sport, it's a very little sport. You know, there are only quite a few people involved at the top level, so it was brilliant to see. But many clouds, performance of the day here at Cheltenham.